Hi everyone, my name is Adogs, and thank you all for coming to my channel. So today we have the third place winner for the Shadowverse Evolved for BCS Melbourne, Henry Lee. Henry Lee, what deck did you play?
Yep, I piloted Haven because I was originally on the fence about playing Sword or like Haven in the first place. Sword because I have like decent knowledge and I've been testing it time and time again, but then came the whole thought process of I did not want to do the mirror match with Sword at all. There's just it's just whoever draws better. There's no real concise way of winning. I don't really see a vision. Like whenever I play, like I don't see a clear vision from like the first few turns of how I'm gonna win. It's just oh god, I gotta pray I draw better than them.
So then how much Sword did you end up seeing at BCS in Melbourne?
Well, BCS Melbourne, it was invite only, as you may know, for this whole regionals. But I expected more swords, but there was just 2 out of 8 players.
Oh.
Very, yeah.
Okay, well, with no further ado, show us, the spicy you're running.
Well, I played Haven, but the credit can't all go to me because I took some inspiration from the Houston regionals mainly that won like second place a while back as well, and I kind of like started playtesting that, seeing what was the mindset, what was the thought process behind it, and just started going from there. Well, this is I'm the leader, as you might know. Just the casual 3 bell ringers because good cards good, draw cards good, wards great, and Prison Priestess. Searching is always good to search out any pieces you want as well, just because this will mainly come into play with just the amulets to play. Not too many amulets in this, but they all play a crucial role. These are the amulet targets that Prison Priest will search out when it evolves. Path to Purgatory. It draws you 3 cards. Pretty good. There is 3 Beast Call Aria. Summons a bird with Storm, with does 2 damage. Pretty good. Way better than Beast Call from the first set, which had to enter tapped. And you can also pay 2 to summon a tiger, a holy tiger, which is 5 mana, summon a body total of a 6 for 5. Pretty good, especially since one has Storm, one has Rush. Hair of Illusions, banishes the board, pretty good, very good in the mirror match. And also, if it's not the mirror for Haven, you can always just use it, tap something down, or as emergency button, clear the board. Tribunal of Good and Evil, a new card from set 2. On entry, it kills a card, and you can tap it to draw a card at the same time, after stacking, of course. And then, obviously, with every Haven list running around Guardian Sun, just to slap it on Aegis, just to give it ward, and at the same time to buff it. But yeah, that's the main reason for Prison Priestess. Then we are also playing the Free Dark Offering, just because times when you have like a useless unit or when a card's going to die, such as the Bell Ringer, just sack it off. Draw 2 cards, one off Bell Ringer, one off Dark Offering. And also, healing free is good. Healing means we stay alive. The longer we stay alive, much more high chance of we have winning, because Aegis is kind of like an unstoppable force that can't really be stopped anyway. Can't target it, can't kill it. Then there's 3 Priest of Cudgel. The best 2 for 1. The banish a target to stop recursion for some decks, to stop last words, and also just naturally trade. 3 Blackened Scripture. This is just used as an early game survival tool, just to get rid of any pesky things on board. Stop, I guess, some dragon players who play Ayla just to banish it, make sure they don't ramp. And just as an easy, quick, just to deal with anything that might have an early access storm, such as Novice Trooper. We also have 3 Jean. On entry, does 2 damage to the board, clears it off. Pretty good for 4. This mainly deals with the sword board early as well. We're going to see off the Evo. Free Cruel Priestess. Due to the fact that we're playing all such a good amulet cards, Cruel Priest that can reoccur them can make them like an extra copy, or second, third copies as well. There have been games when I reoccurred the same Beast Call Aria multiple times, and just to get myself ahead. It's what kind of puts you ahead in the mirror match as well, because you just sometimes need that poke. Or, for example, just recur Tribunal of Good and Evil. Pop a card and draw a card. For 4 mana, pretty good, pretty good. Of course, the only reason why you're playing Haven is Acolyte Slight. A quick removal that just banishes target and heals to. Pretty good. We have, I guess the main reason why I started to play Haven was because when the set first released, I always liked Kaguya. I liked the way she performed. I liked the way she does stuff as well. Like the fact that on summon she can summon a 3-drop or less amulet, which is like, that's kind of, you pay 5 mana, you summon a 3-drop or less amulet. Means you're playing way above your curve for mana. So the titles would be Path to Purgatory, or Beast Called Arias. You're essentially playing 8 mana in that one move, and this would just summon more units as well, and this can draw you cards at the cost of life, but life doesn't really mean much when you see Kaga's Evolve side.
Yeah, it's quite insane.
And then we have the other reason to play Haven. Heavenly Aegis. This card, really good. When it's summoned, can't be targeted, can't be destroyed, can only be bashed to death. And on the evil side, it does even more than that. Speaking of which, let's move. There's some other cards as well, which we're moving on to. The only thing that makes my deck different from the Houston list was because I opted to play Reyna instead of the Pinion Prayer. The reason I opted for Reyna is because I wanted an extra ward in the deck. The whole reason, because I didn't feel like there was enough. There was times when I was playtesting against my friends, playtesting against like first place winner of the BCS Melbourne, which was Alex. Forte is scary. You can't stop Forte. It's just gonna happen. Your face gets hit. It just takes 7 damage to the face. I need a ward. And I guess Archangel Reyna was my tech card of choice to deal with such a situation as well. Because since we're moving on to either side, might as well just state what Reyna does. Reyna's Evolve side, well, she evolves for 1. And on Evolve, she flips down all face-up cards from the Evo deck face down. And for each card she flips face down, she gains 1 play point back. This is very, very crucial. Because some of the Evolve cards are only one-off in the deck. And let's go from there and I'll show you. Now, obviously, play the Evil Bellringer, good card to trade for early game without using hand. The 2 Prison Priestess, just to search, of course. 2 Priest of Cudgel, for the whole 2-for-1 boards. And the 2 Kagyas as well, because Kagyas Evolve side, she summons a token. The token is Ephemeral Moon. Ephemeral Moon's effect is that Kagya won't take any damage the turn she's summoned. Well, while it's your turn, you'll disappear at the start of your next turn, of course. And the Evolve side also heals free. Oh, I also forgot this earlier. When Kagya places an amulet down, whatever the amulet's cost is, she will deal that much damage to that unit. So if you were to play, just from an example from earlier, is to play a Path to Purgatory, or Beast Called Aria, she will essentially deal what is the on-fan effect of these 2 cards is, and also free damage to the board, allowing to establish a very good board control at the same time. And then the Evolve Kagya has a very similar effect as well, or same effect, except on Evolve, you also heal free, which this offsets the whole Path to Purgatory cost, really.
So it's kind of like a free cost for Path to Purgatory.
Yes.
Yeah, damn, that's quite strong.
So you essentially draw free, deal free damage, and so forth. It's also the main reason why we also play Dark Offering, because we can also just sacrifice our Path to Purgatory. So it's 4 mana, you draw 4.
Damn.
In a sense. You offset the whole damage just by drawing, because Path to Purgatory, in worst case, can be used to just nuke the board for 6. If it ever gets to such an extreme case, you can definitely do it. And since we are playing cards like Dark Offering, because honestly speaking, Path to Purgatory will sometimes put you down to 4-10 range, and you can't really stop that. So if you have another unit, you can always just sack off the unit after Path to Purgatory has been activated and kind of stay alive in that rare situation, because sometimes 1 health is all you need to win.
Far out.
Yep. And then, this is the main reason why I opted to play Reyna, because in this Evolve deck, I've opted to remove a second Aegis, just to play 1, and there was only 1 Jean. There are times where I thought, the second Aegis ain't needed, but it does come up from time, same thing with Jean. After, if I use these 2, I can Reyna them back in, just so they're reusable. This allowed my deck to be a lot more flexible, and the fact I regained play points allowed me to play a lot more of my quick strings on my opponent's turns as well. So it made stuff like Acolyte's Light a lot more live, or even that 1 from Dark Offering, and even Black in Scripture as well. The fact that it gave me more options and more tools to work with freed up more of my quick room. Reyna is good at times, but I did feel like there's some changes I did want to make to this deck, but not too much as well at the end of the day, because my matchups at BCS was kind of interesting. My first match was against Dragon, and I was thinking, oh god damn it. Dragon, if Dragon gets going and they have Burn, you kind of lose. Like, this deck actually has a bit of difficulty against this card Dragon, because you will just take damage that you can't mitigate at all. If just you're playing pure board for board, this deck can easily like race towards it and fight against it effectively as well, like toe to toe. But against this card, you'll just be taking damage whether you like or not, and that chip damage can amount to a lot more than amount we can heal.
Far out.
Yeah, but this is what I went to with BCS Melbourne, and it's came third with this. I quite thoroughly enjoyed the deck. There are some changes I would make to it. The only real changes, I might remove the second Path to Purgatory, as odd as it is, because yeah, you get to play it for free and all, but if you really need, you can always just search it off Prison Priestess. The card I would change this for is probably Ephemus. I felt like, since the only way to deal with boards properly was literally with either putting myself down to 6 with Path to Purgatory or with Jean, but as you can see in the Eva deck, there's only one Jean. You won't need Ephemus at all times, but just having it there makes it so it's a very safe board clear, and it costs 5 mana. So you still have access to play like an Acolyte side afterward, and or freaking Dark Offering, just so you can kind of stay alive or sustain yourself as well. But yeah, that's the only real change I would make to this deck personally. But give it a try. Other people have different spices and or things that they like doing to the deck. It really depends on your locals and your environment. Because, as I said, I was very surprised there was only 2 sword players at BCS Mobile. I expected more, but there was more Haven players and more Dragon players than others.
Yeah, because so would you say Sword's like pretty much like the deck to beat for the set?
Sword is undeniably the king of this set. It is what everyone built around to fight against. Like, it's either you're playing Sword or you're playing to fight against Sword itself. That's the way I see it. But yeah, first time really doing a deck profile for Shadowverse. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. And thank you, Adam, for having me on your channel.
No, you're welcome. Now, before we go, would you like to give any shout-outs at all?
Now, I would like to give the shout out to all my boys in New South Wales, to Games Corner, to Alliance Games, Chromatic Games, Double Kill, as well as, am I forgetting anyone? God damn it. I like it, Chromatic Games, Double Kill, Central as well. And thank you to all the players who have helped me along this way. Specifically, shout out to Lawrence Carrion, which is tag username of OOC, Brendan Ma, tag name of Beamer, and Alex Chappers, which is a good friend of mine and also one of my, I guess, key players in my group, as well, who helped me get this far and teach me a lot, just to help me grind. Oh, I also forgot to mention, my main spice of how I won was because this. The day prior, when we were staying down in Melbourne, we drove down to Melbourne, mind you. It was a long drive. We started driving from 9 p.m. from Sydney to Melbourne, and that was like an 8 to 9 hour drive. We didn't arrive to Melbourne till like 5 or 6 a.m. I was pretty delusional. We took turns driving, luckily, and so forth. So at the place we were staying, they had 2 water bottles in the fridge, and they had this nice like little name of Never Fail. We decided to take those water bottles with us to Melbourne because thinking like, you know, I think there's a sign. So both me and Alex used it kind of as a good luck charm, and as you can see, it worked. Really wish Never Fail would sponsor me. That'd be great and all, but you know, if you see it, always check our hotel rooms. It could have good luck charm. Take it with you guys. Well, good luck and God bless.
Thank you so much, Henry, for the deck profile. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, and while you're down there, why not subscribe and hit that notification bell so when I upload another video, you will be notified. Hey, dogs out. See ya.